everybody. Today I've decided that you and we are going to have a sleepover. We're about to have a lot of fun. I have some fun plans. It's gonna be a chill night, so put on some comfy clothes, grab a snack. We're gonna hang out today. It is currently still light out, so I'm gonna wait till it gets a little bit darker and we're gonna start our sleepover. And also thanks to TurboTax for sponsoring a portion of this video. Let's grab some pajamas. Okay, the comfy clothes have been put on. We are ready to tackle this sleepover. Let's start with some life updates. I'd like to let you know that it has officially been 1 month of me living on my own, and it still has not fully hit me. Every once in a while, I'll have a moment where I'm like, this is not some extended vacation I'm on. Every time I go home, it almost feels like I was in a dream and that I still live at home until I go up to my room and it's not really like my room anymore. So yeah, 1 month update is basically that. It still does not feel like I have moved out. 100%. And I think that's because literally the whole month of January was so hectic with all of that I never had a moment to sit down and be like, holy gosh. I did indeed get lonely for the first time. So that wasn't fun. That was like my first loneliness that I experienced, but I'm okay now. Update me on your life down below. Let me know how you're doing. How is school? How is life? Let me know what's going on with you. I'd like to thank TurboTax for sponsoring this portion of the video. Taxes are a very adult thing, and I feel like the past month I've really become more of an adult more than ever. And when you are an adult, there's all these responsibilities that you have, like taxes, taking care of your taxes. It's so weird because it's something so prevalent in our lives, but it's not something we learn how to do in high school. So when my first year of doing taxes came around back in 2019, I was freaking out because we never learned in school how to deal with taxes. But luckily, the TurboTax Live full service saves the day. When my first year of paying taxes came around, it was a situation that I didn't know how to navigate because I am self-employed. So tackling taxes is a little bit different than people who aren't self-employed pay. So I had asked my dad for help because I did not know what I was doing. That's what he used to help me do my taxes, being self-employed, and TurboTax actually has live tax experts who specialize in self-employed income. What I love about their service is that they have experts for different situations. They understood all of my self-employed tax deductions and helped me get all of the deductions that I qualified for. I felt so relieved. I know my dad felt so relieved that my taxes were being handled by an expert. Everyone has a unique situation, and thankfully TurboTax experts are proactive. They get to know you, they can give you advice, all based on your own unique situation and what you need. No more worrying about taxes, about how you're going to handle it, not knowing what to do. Hand off your taxes to a TurboTax expert today. I will have links down below to check them out. And thank you to TurboTax for sponsoring that portion of the video. Let's get moving on with the sleepover. Let's talk dinner. We have a few options here. The first one obviously being pasta, but I've had pasta 2 or 3 times this week. I could do breakfast for dinner. I could also heat up a pizza. What do I wanna do? I feel like pizza and salad could be really nice. It's just such a classic meal. I think we're gonna do that. That just sounds really comforting right now, so. Unfortunately, I have just discovered that I do not have salad. Instead, I'm going to have a lovely juicy clementine, some baby carrots with ranch, and some cucumbers. We're gonna make it work. These are my favorite things in the world, especially if they're sweet and they're in season. I can eat 7 of these in a sitting. I'm so sorry, look how adorable and cute. Literally, so good. The pizza's almost done. And I am indeed regretting not making mac and cheese. That just sounds so good. So I just thought I would tell you that. I really wish I was eating mac and cheese tonight suddenly. I don't know. I'm still happy about having pizza. I think it's almost done. Ooh. Amazing. It does not get better than this. I am so excited. I love dipping my pizza in ranch. Let me know if you're a pizza dipper and what do you like to dip your pizza in? That is what I want you to tell me. I am going to enjoy this, watch some Gossip Girl. That is no surprise. I literally watch it every single day. We're gonna eat some dinner. Here you go, take a bite. One thing I definitely pride myself on is that I will always have a clean kitchen to wake up to in the morning. I don't know, it's little things like that that make your life a little bit better. It's a way to show yourself some extra love because I feel like I'm just relieving the stress that I would have if I woke up to a dirty kitchen and I'd had to clean it in the morning. And by doing it at night, I'm just ensuring that I wake up to a clean space that isn't stressful to look at. So I always make it a priority to clean up, even if you just have a small space to take care of, whether it's your own bedroom, maybe you have your own house or your own apartment or dorm, whatever. Do a 5-minute clean at night, tidy up a little bit. You will wake up and you will be happy that you did so, and you will be thankful for the past you, for doing it for future you, which is present you, for being happy. Does that make sense? As it gets later and later, my thoughts just get more and more scrambled, so that is what we're working with tonight. I have a little bit more cleaning to do, and then maybe we'll make a fun drink. Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. Whoa! Hello? Hello, we are safe. That was extremely scary. I thought we'd do some skincare because at sleepovers, you have to do a face mask. Let's get the self-care vibes going. I will like go through phases where I am on my self-care grind, like physical self-care, and I'll be absolutely killing the game, working out consistently, eating super good foods that make me feel good, and then I will just have moments where, I don't know, I guess I just like fall off a little bit. And I don't know, I definitely am trying to find a good balance because I feel like when I go full force into all self-care mode, then I don't know where I'm trying to get at, but I just think it's good to have a balance of being someone is literally screaming outside. I will admit sometimes there's people screaming on the streets. Love that. Anyway, even if you feel like you've fallen off a little bit with like your self-care routines and stuff, you can always set a little date with yourself to pour back into yourself. Why do I feel like I'm saying a whole lot of nothing? Maybe it's the pizza talking. Feeling good, to be honest. I feel like I look a little bit scary, but that's okay. I am indeed still waiting for my blinds to come in. I am indeed sometimes scared that someone can see me. I just make sure that there's nothing interesting for them to see, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I wanted to give you an update. If you saw one of my last videos, I did my book corner and it is absolutely thriving. It's so cute. I really want to just stack them as high. Well, I feel like if I stack them as high as I can, I'm gonna regret that, because if I have to take out a book from like the bottom and then it like falls, I think I'd be so upset. I will admit I've been a little off my reading game. If you read, you probably relate to this, but I feel like I go through such phases where I will read like 3 books in the span of a week and a half, and then I get sucked into watching a TV show and it's like the vortex of getting sucked into a series, which both are fine. It's just I'm always so into one and not the other. So I have indeed been watching Gossip Girl every single night. Haven't really opened a book yet, but let me know what you guys are reading right now. If there's any books that you have to recommend. I've literally never been disappointed by a book rec from you guys. I'm getting tired. Tell me why I get tired at, what time is it? Oh, it is early. It's just so funny because I remember when I was younger, I used to beg my mom to let me stay out a little bit later. It'd be like maybe pushing 11 or 12 curfew. I'm fully in bed by like 10 p.m. most nights, and the nights that I'm not sleeping by 10, I think my brain fails a little bit. I expected me in my early 20s to be going out all the time and staying up super late, because that's kind of like the early 20s lifestyle. if you know what I mean. That's like the typical thing to do when you are an adult, but you still have that like teenager energy. I don't know, I just feel like my body has changed a lot because I used to be able to handle having 5 hours of sleep and going to school, staying up super late, and now I just can't. I'm gonna wash off this face mask now because it's been a little bit. I definitely do let my face mask sit a little too long sometimes because I just get so distracted, and sometimes it'll be like 3 hours later, the face mask is still on. So let's go take it off. It's Shirley Temple time. Shirley Temple time. I like saying that. I just feel like that would hit the spot right now. So I'm gonna make my favorite drink. You should definitely make yours. Let's see. Gotta get the ingredients. Gotta grab the cherries, of course. Okay, let's get to work. I'm just gonna do a regular Shirley Temple tonight. I don't really feel like making a dirty Shirley, so we're just gonna go with the classic. The way I just spilled this on the floor. Amazing! I have been a Shirley Temple girl since the age of time. For as long as I can remember, I've been ordering Shirley Temples at restaurants, and I don't know, I feel like it's the kind of thing that when you remember it exists, you just can't stop drinking them and ordering them. So for me, Shirley Temples just have a lot of nostalgic value. I don't think that's the right word. It has a lot of nostalgia attached to drinking Shirley Temples because that's all I used to drink. Every time that I make one of these, I always get comments from some of you that tell me I need to try and make it with orange juice. I think that's how people do it in other countries like Canada, maybe Europe, I think people were saying. I have orange juice, but the thought of adding orange juice to this just makes me like kind of itchy, so I'm not gonna add orange juice. Maybe one day I will. I'm not feeling adventurous today. The Massacucino cherries are the most important part. I like to be pretty generous with them. And cheers, tonight's drink. Shirley Temple, enjoy. I am in fact Shirley Temple queen, through and through. Wish you could have a sip with me because I make a mean Shirley Temple. It's very good. You can even just go buy the ingredients at your local grocery store. Make one for yourself. You will become obsessed, light warning. Okay, I am nice and comfortable. I feel like this is the point in the sleepover because I'm so tired that like we would turn the lights off and then talk absolutely nonsense until we fall asleep mid-sentence. I really don't have anything else to say. Give me a business day or two, you know? Something I noticed about myself as I've gotten older, it was so funny because when you're like a teenager, you were just obsessed with having sleepovers. You love having sleepovers with your friends. It's all you look forward to. I cannot think of a fate worse. Okay, that's very dramatic. I was gonna say I cannot think of a fate worse than like having a sleepover right now, but I mean it in the sense where I don't want to sleep over at other people's houses. I would be more than happy to have people stay here, but it's the fact that I can't wake up, do my morning routine, do my night routine. I so vividly remember the morning you wake up from a sleepover and you just feel like you returned from death in a way. Does that make sense? I feel like every time I would go back home from a sleepover, I just felt horrible. Even though I had the absolute best time, it's just everything felt so off. So now I'm just like, absolutely not. Not for me, not anymore. I have a very specific night routine that needs to get done. I have a very specific morning routine that if I'm sleeping over at someone else's place, I cannot complete. That's all I have to say about that. Excuse me. It is nearing my bedtime, folks. It is 10:45 right now, and I think I'm gonna call it. Love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know if we should do this again sometime. I hope you had fun. Good night.